Hello everybody, Adam here from IELTS Band Up, happily working with IELTS-Blog.com to give you the best speaking assessment service on the internet. The reason this service is so special is because your speaking evaluation will be done by a real examiner or someone who was a real examiner like me or other people. We only use real examiners. And I really want to say at the beginning that this service will actually save you money. When you pay for a very expensive IELTS test, $60 US comes out of that, at least, just for your speaking, because they have to pay speakers and trainers and writers. But this service is much cheaper, and you get to know why you are getting a certain score. An examiner like me will go through each category, explain it, and when you're preparing for the real test, you'll know which mistakes you're making. Not everybody makes the same mistakes, so that's why this service is so valuable. But let's start by looking at the benefits in a bit more detail. Now, looking at the benefits in a bit more detail, you can see that your errors will be pointed out. They will be shown on a Microsoft Word form, so they'll be written down so you can see them quite clearly, and an explanation of why, what these errors are and how you can fix them so that you don't make them next time. And also very valuable is the estimated band score. This is something that the real IELTS test does not give you. People really don't understand why they're getting a 5.5 or a 6, which areas they're good in, which areas they need to improve, and that is by far one of the biggest benefits of this service. And the breakdown of your score is by the 4 IELTS speaking criteria. So this is fluency and coherence, lexical resource, which is really just vocabulary, grammatical range and accuracy, and pronunciation. Now, if there are other competitors out there, the one big failing is that they don't worry about range. That's a big thing. You need like a good range of vocabulary and grammar to make sure that you're getting into the 6 and 7. Other services, I know they just mostly focus on accuracy, so that's a real benefit here. You also get an explanation of why you were awarded the particular band score and things you did well, how you can improve, and a clear and practical suggestion for improvement. So for each of these criteria, it will recommend, the examiner will recommend something you can do to improve for next time. Now let's look in more detail of how to get your speaking evaluated. Now, when it comes to how to get your speaking evaluated, well, it's just 2 steps. You make a payment and you'll receive an email with instructions how to take the speaking test. And you can read the instructions in more detail here. And then step 2, when you're ready, follow instructions in our email and take the interactive video speaking test. And again, it's all step by step. It sounds a bit scary, but it's absolutely not. We've had hundreds of people do it successfully so far, and no one has complained about the actual process. We have already had a lot of great feedback so far, so let's look at some testimonials. And speaking of feedback, here's some feedback that we've received so far. We have Alina from Russia, and she said, "I've never had a so accurate evaluation. Thanks a lot for the opportunity to take the interactive IELTS speaking test. It was a pleasure for me. There is my opinion about the report. It's amazing. I've never had a so accurate evaluation with such detailed analysis of my mistakes. I've nothing bad to add. It's awesome. Thank you very much, Alina." Next, we have Rafael from Brazil, and he says, "This is as close to a live interview as one can get to train for the real IELTS exam." And he wrote quite a bit, so please pause the video here if you want to read everything. And again, we have Arun from India. "In fact, I would like to take it one more time. Thank you very much, Arun." And again, pause the video if you want to read in more detail. Next, we have Ivian from the UAE. "I'm very satisfied with the experience and I will definitely recommend it to my friends." And we have Mohammed from Qatar. "It saves time and it could be used anytime as per the candidate's convenience." Well, thank you very much to both of you. Next, we have Mufadal from India, very close to the real IELTS test. And he has lots of positive things to say there, so please pause the video. And I'm done with my test, and I'm excited to inform you that I excelled. And Patricia goes into detail from Ghana of how it helped her pass the test. And the final two, we have Reiko from Japan, who said, I didn't have any idea how I could improve my scores, but now it seems very clear. And she has lots of positive things to say there, so please pause the video. And we have Chung Ling from Hong Kong. I can see how responsible your teachers are towards students. And Chung Ling goes into detail of how she was happy with their feedback. So please pause the video there and read those in detail. And just in case you're worried, there is a 100% satisfaction guarantee. If you're not satisfied, or you can't take the test, or there's some problem, don't worry. Your money will be given back to you on the exact same day that you ask. So you don't have to worry. We guarantee that you will be satisfied with this product. And here is what you can expect to see on your evaluation form. As you can see, it's got your name at the top, and it begins with fluency and coherence. For all the areas, it focuses on what you've done well, any errors that you are making, and areas to improve. Okay? And then here's the estimated band score. And what's really useful is how to go up to the next band. So if you were a 7, it would be how to go to an 8. Raphael was an 8, so this is how to get up to a 9. Pause the video at any time if you want to read it. And then we go down into lexical resource. Again, good things, any errors, and how to improve. And again, the band score and how to go up to the next band score. Following that is grammatical range and accuracy, right? As you can see, Raphael was good. He made most of his mistakes with grammar. And then here's how to improve. And again, here's the band score. And finally, we have pronunciation, areas to improve, and the band score. And then there's the final band score. You can see each category and the estimated band score at the end. And here is the full step-by-step flowchart of how the speaking service works. And for a quick step-by-step guide, step 1, you'll receive an email with a link to the online speaking test. Step 2, click on the link and go to the speaking test website. Step 3, enter your name and email address. Step 4, the system checks that your camera and mic are working. Step 5, a start screen appears and you do a test recording to see how it works. Note, you can skip it and go straight to the test. Step 6, you watch a video of the examiner asking you a question. Step 7, the system prompts you to record your answer. Step 8, once you've answered all the questions, your answers go to the examiner for evaluation. And then step 9, you receive an evaluation report with your examiner's feedback via email. Well, I hope you found that useful. Check the links below, of course, and I wish you the best of luck on your next IELTS test.